Robert Jenrick has said in response to Lee Anderson that he is quite happy with the idea of an overall cap in migration. He says there are definitely strong arguments for using caps, whether in general or specific visas, but these are conversations that we need to conclude within government. And he's he wants to anyway put a cap on the number of family members and spouses, the dependents that foreign workers can bring with them. Why? I mean, that surely seems extremely unfair. If somebody is prepared to come to this country and risk dealing with our lopsided and barely functioning NHS to put their lives at risk like that, why should they live in some sort of hostel without their families as well if they're going to be working in this country on any long-term basis? It is quite the most extraordinary language coming out of a conservative government, a government which should be dedicated to liberty. There are many other ways to reduce uh, the impact of immigration, but actually, for the most part, we need we need more workers to do the jobs that we've got unfilled at the moment, and those jobs are not going to be filled by people who are currently receiving universal credit. That is a fantasy put out by rather silly people, more ideology than information, and you know we have a very a very a growing care industry which is highly dependent on foreign workers, and uh, it seems unreasonable that they should have to come here without their dependents. There is, however, an explosion in the number of dependents who are present in the UK at the moment, and uh, in the year up to September, 335,447 foreign workers were granted a work visa, and they brought with them almost the same number of dependents, 250,297 dependents. So that's an increase of 89% compared to the previous year. Um, but that may well be simply because of the countries who are targeted for providing that care. And in the past, when it's easier to go from one country to another, when it's easier to go back on holiday from the UK to France, Germany, Greece, Italy, there might be a reason to leave your dependents in the home country. But when you're traveling all the way from Indonesia, from India, from Australia, then it makes sense that you bring your dependents with you. And we've got a large number of Indians, Nigerians, Chinese, Pakistanis, Ukrainians in the country, and it makes perfect sense that they would bring their families if they can. And why should we deny them that?